I'm Resina. I'm a composer, cellist, a bit vocalist, and I will release a new album this year, which is titled Speechless, and it's mostly based on vocals because I had a chance to work with choir, a bit of electronics, cello, and a bit of flute and some strange animal sounds. So feel invited. I started composing before even that difficult time in Poland, but actually the most important part was composed exactly at the moment when it happened in Poland, when the government tried to change women's rights, and it actually happened. But anyway, people felt that it's something we should not let to happen. And I feel that all these groups which are on the edge of main social group, all minorities actually, are not hearable. They don't have too much notice, and we often can't hear their voices or our voices. But still, I feel that even without words, it is possible to make a revolution. And I remember when I went for a meeting of women who were protesting, I couldn't shout all the important things we were fighting for. And I felt, okay, I'm speechless, but I feel the power anyway. I can do things more than speak even, or I can play things more than speak. So that was one of the things which were really inspiring for me. But also another type of background is also because I was interested in language and another minority, which is animals and creatures which often have like feelings. They have cognitive possibilities which we even don't know about, but also don't have language. And still they have power. They move, they do things, and that was another kind of impulse from that, I would say. Tried a little bit to treat a human voice as an instrument, and sometimes there are moments on the album where I really try to mix it with animal voices. In a way, you are not sure what's really happening there. Is it an animal, or is it a human, or is it both? So that was a huge challenge, and I also had a help from a regular sound designer who let me use some of his perfectly recorded strange animal sounds, so it was a real adventure for me. The sound designer is Michał Wojcik. He's a sound designer from Poland, but he works on many feature films, documentaries, which also screen abroad, so absolutely great. Actually, France de Waal was my very first impulse to name the music I was working on at that time, Speechless. And actually it was one particular sentence from one of his books. It was something about that maybe monkeys can understand me better because they don't listen what I'm talking about. They just see me, see my gestures, see what I'm doing. So that was my initial okay, yeah, I mean, sometimes it's really good to hear lyrics in the music, but sometimes I feel like it's taking my thoughts too deep to the text, which is not often so important, too far from music. And it was something different. In that way, I wanted to create music without lyrics, without words, but with which you can somehow feel some things on a nearly unconscious level, maybe, or try to. I just wanted to create music which is, I hope, catching you and getting somewhere, you know, a bit deeper. As a Polish artist, it was also important for me to not use English language, to be above this, you know, American, UK, so much centered culture, to maybe open minds of people who are not so familiar with music from this part of Europe. So that was also my aim. I won't hide. I think we have excellent music here in Eastern Europe. Of course, it's a horror music, so you expect unexpected a bit. But even in that type of stuff, which is kind of generic, I think there is a lot of moments when you can feel something you don't expect. And I actually had this feeling during rehearsals, so I believe also that I hope the audience will also be able to feel it quite similar way. Yeah, and that's a quality I really like and search for in music. I like challenges. I don't like music which I know, which I can predict easily. So yeah, I feel very, very good in this place.